What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Mic Check Podcast. This is T Word, the People's Champ. Thanks for tapping in. Today, we're going to talk about Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Adrien Broner. Before we get into the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We appreciate the feedback. All right, so coming up this weekend, along with the Josh Taylor and Teofimo Lopez fight, Adrien Broner is going to be fighting on Friday, June 9th, and Floyd Mayweather is going to be fighting on Sunday, June 11th. Now, these are going to be very different situations. Adrien Broner actually has a professional fight against Billy Hutchinson, essentially a lawyer / cab driver type, somebody he's put in there to look good against. So as long as they make it to the ring, we expect a showcase from AB. On the flip side, you've got Floyd Mayweather going into an exhibition against John Gotti III. This is the grandson of the infamous mobster John Gotti, basically crime boss. Where do we start here? I'm only talking about this because, number one, Floyd Mayweather is one of the most iconic figures in boxing history. So I don't understand how you could have how you could report boxing news and not at least talk about it. So we're going to talk about it a little bit. And then Adrien Broner on the comeback trail. Now, at the end of this video, we're going to bring it full circle on why I think these two events are important to be happening back to back. So let's talk about Broner and Billy Hutchinson. So as many of you know, we've covered it on this channel. Adrien Broner has been trying to get back in the ring since he first signed with BLK Prime. He was supposed to get 3 fights in 2023, and it was going to cut him off for like a $10 million paycheck, right? After 3 failed attempts to get him into the ring, the deal dissolved. It sounds like they weren't paying him, and they were doing some underhanded things to try to get him opponents. They were pulling guys off of other cards, and they weren't getting the licensing right, and trying to move different states, and they was moving real funny style, and it blew up in their face, and AB basically fell out. Now, he didn't really bash him. He just said, hey, it didn't work out. He didn't go back to PBC, which was what most of us thought he would do. He, in fact, turned around and signed with Don King. Now, during Tank's fight week, AB was supposed to have a press conference the day of the fight. I believe April 16th it was, and it just didn't go down. They didn't do it. He didn't show up. Don King didn't show up either. So it was some weirdness going on with that. But I believe that there was some logistic mix up, and they act like nothing had ever happened because no big news came from it. And it was AB, who's not really done anything. So nobody was really checking for the deets on the situation. So then finally he gets a fight announced. He's going to be fighting Billy Hutchinson, somebody who nobody knows. Apparently he's an attorney by day. So they're just putting him in there to get knocked over by AB. Now, Floyd Mayweather is going to be fighting Gotti III, who has been an amateur MMA fighter who's switching over to boxing. But this is an exhibition bout, which nobody's going to care about. But Floyd is dedicating it to Kitchi, the memory of his assistant who passed away a few months ago. He was pretty heartbroken about it. The people around her were pretty heartbroken about it. So he's going to be dedicating this to her. Maybe they're doing some type of fundraiser along with the proceeds from the fight. I have to look into that and get back to you guys with the details. But I'm thinking that's what it's going to look like. And so if that's the case, it's a good cause. I don't care who he fights. If he's giving the money to her family to support any kids or heirs that she left behind, then sure, go for it. But it's just interesting that they're going to fight the same weekend. And I think that in a way, Floyd might be looking to see if AB can get some buzz behind him, and then eventually they do an exhibition. I think that will be must-see TV, and I think that will be his best-selling non-professional pay-per-view, better than the Logan Paul fight. I think him against AB, they're both at a point in their lives where there's enough left in the tank for AB to make it look good, but there's enough left in Floyd for him to say, hey, don't you get in there and try to beat my ass. This is all about the money. Let's get in there, put on a good show. I'm going to give you a good check and put you back in my good graces, and we're going to have a good time, and we're going to party after, but we're going to try to keep you sober and maybe get you some other opportunities after. I kind of feel like that's what is being set up. So I would love for you guys to tell me your thoughts. This has been T for the Mic Check Podcast. Until next time, I'm out.